Mr. Speaker, Canadians are facing the impacts of the extreme weather events that come from climate change that are unfortunately getting worse and worse every year. That is why our government from 2015 onwards has stepped up in the fight against climate change, because not only are we reducing Canada's emissions to the lowest level outside the pandemic in 25 years, but we're also stepping up in the jobs and technological innovations that the world needs to successfully fight climate change. We will continue to fight climate change, Mr. Speaker, and put more money in people's pockets while he sits with his arms crossed.
Trudeau's government spent over $300,000 on their Montreal affordability retreat. The final tally for the cabinet retreat held in Montreal in January 2024 has not yet been released. However, since then, Canada's inflation rate has risen to 2.9% for those of you keeping track of Liberal failures at home. According to documents released to the House of Commons by the Privy Council Office in response to an inquiry posed by Saskatchewan Conservative MP Cory Tokor, food expenses for the retreat were in excess of $19,000 for the three-day event in Quebec. Other PCO expenses included in the $313,000 total included $64,000 in hospitality and $13,000 on other transportation. And the final costs are not in yet, according to other ministries and agencies, which told the House of Commons in response to Tokor that their expenses will either be disclosed separately or posted online. The Liberals have come under fire for their big spending on themselves. To develop policies to undo the damage nearly a decade of Liberal spending on themselves has done to Canada's middle class. Cabinet spent $500,000 on a previous affordability retreat in PEI in August 2023.
Well, today's story comes from the front page in the National Post. Let's give it a read here, folks. Liberals' three-day PEI retreat cost taxpayers $485,000.
Now, the PEI retreat was part of a trio of cabinet get-togethers between September 2022 and August 2023, wherein the Liberal Brain Trust spent other people's money on themselves to solve the problem of why those same other people don't have as much money as they used to. I think the phone call is coming from inside the House. A Hamilton retreat on affordability in January 2023 had a final price tag of $305,000. Statistics Canada data released recently indicates that Canada's inflation rate has risen from 2.7% in May to 2.9% in June. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. Justin Trudeau is the worst prime minister in recent history, if not Canadian history. Life has never been more dangerous or unaffordable. To sign our petition calling on Justin Trudeau to do the right thing for once in his life, please go to TrudeauMustResign.com.